written in the album of a friend on page of thine. I cannot trace the cold and heartless commonplace, a statue's fixed and marble grace forever as these lines I penned, still with the thought of thee will blend that of some loved and common friend, who in life's desert track has made his pilgrim tent with mine, or strayed beneath the same remembered shade, and hence my pen unfettered moves in freedom which the heart approves, the negligence which friendship loves. And wilt thou prize my poor gift less for simple air and rustic dress, and sign of haste and carelessness? Oh, more than specious counterfeit of sentiment or studied wit, a heart like thine should value it. Yet half I fear my gift will be unto thy book, if not to thee, of more than doubtful courtesy, a banished name from fashion's sphere, a lay unheard of beauty's ear. Forbid, disowned, what do they hear upon my ear? Not all in vain came the sad captive's clanking chain, the groaning from his bed of pain. And sadder still, I saw the woe which only wounded spirits know when pride's strong footsteps o'er them go, spurned not alone in walks abroad, but from the temples of the Lord thrust out apart, like things abhorred. Deep as I felt, and stern and strong, in words which prudence smothered long, my soul spoke out against the wrong. Not mine alone the task to speak of comfort to the poor and weak, and dry the tear on sorrow's cheek, but, mingled in the conflict warm, to pour the fiery breath of storm through the harsh trumpet of reform, to brave opinion's settled frown, from ermined robe and saintly gown, while wrestling relevance terror down. Founts gushed beside my pilgrim way, cool shadows on the green sward lay, flowers swung upon the bending spray, and, broad and bright, on either hand, stretched the green slopes of fairyland, with hope's eternal sunbow spanned, whence voices called me like the flow, which on the listener's ear will grow, of forest streamlets soft and low, and gentle eyes, which still retain their picture on the heart and brain, smiled, beckoning from that path of pain in vain. Nor dream, nor rest, nor pause remain for him who round him draws the battered mail of freedom's cause, from youthful hopes, from each green spot of young romance and gentle thought, where storm and tumult enter not, from each fair altar, where belong the offerings love requires of song in homage to her bright-eyed throng. With soul and strength, with heart and hand, I turn to freedom's struggling band, to the sad helots of our land. What marvel then that fame should turn her notes of praise to those of scorn, her gifts reclaimed, her smiles withdrawn? What matters it? A few years more, life's surge so restless heretofore shall break upon the unknown shore, and that far land shall disappear the shadows which we follow here, the mist wreaths of our atmosphere, before no work of mortal hand, of human will or strength, expand the pearl gates of the better land. Alone in that great love which gave life to the sleeper of the grave, resteth the power to seek and save. Yet, if the spirit gazing through the vista of the past can view one deed to heaven and virtue true, if through the wreck of wasted powers, of garlands wreathed from folly's bowers, of idle aims and misspent hours, the eye can note one sacred spot by pride and self profaned not, a green place in the waste of thought, where deed or word hath rendered less the sum of human wretchedness, and gratitude looks forth to bless, the simple burst of tenderest feeling from sad hearts worn by evil dealing, for blessing on the hand of healing. Better than glory's pomp will be that green and blessed spot to me, a palm shade in eternity, something of time which may invite the purified and spiritual side to rest on with a calm delight. And when the summer winds shall sweep with their light wings my place of sleep, and mosses round my headstone creep, if still, as freedom's rallying sign, upon the young heart's altar shine the very fires they caught from mine, if words my lips once uttered still, in the calm faith and steadfast will of other hearts, their work fulfill, perchance with joy the soul may learn these tokens, and its eye discern the fires which on those altars burn, a marvelous joy that even then, the spirit hath its life again, in the strong hearts of mortal men. Take, lady, then, the gift I bring, no gay and graceful offering, no flower smile of the laughing spring. Midst the green buds of youth's fresh May, with fancy's leaf enwoven bay, my sad and somber gift I lay, and if it deepens in thy mind a sense of suffering humankind, the outcast and the spirit blind, oppressed and spoiled on every side, by prejudice, and scorn, and pride, life's common courtesies denied, sad mothers mourning o'er their trust, children by want and misery nursed, tasting life's bitter cup at first, if to their strong appeals which come from fireless hearth, and crowded room, and the close alley's noisome gloom, Though dark the hands upraised to thee in mute beseeching agony, thou lend'st thy woman sympathy, not vainly on thy gentle shrine, where love, and mirth, and friendship twine their varied gifts, I offer mine.